give you the ick about your partner.
Right, thanks for that. What is it?
Welcome to the video. So basically the other day, I've noticed this before on several occasions. Apologies for my hair, it dried a bit flat. Anyway, I noticed that when we go into Tesco and I'm like, Rosie, grab something quick for lunch, right?
Yeah.
She always goes for like a meal deal.
Oh no, I don't always
yes, you do. A tub of pasta salad. Now listen, I know pasta salad is made to be consumed.
It's just pasta.
No. In my family, right, growing up with pasta salad, we used to, what did you just look at? Was it something on my
I
face?
did look at
everything.
everything.
My beard, I have shaved.
I did look at everything.
Anyway, so when we think of pasta salad, we think of it as like to accompany something else. Like a side bitch.
Right, in the meal deal in England, you get like a drink, crisps, and then you get a main, which is either a sandwich or a pasta.
Yeah.
I got a pasta.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it made me
got a
feel
tub of
right,
pasta.
it made me feel a certain way. So I raised this in conversation with Rosie. I was like, I've noticed that you really gun for those pasta salads.
Which,
don't
by the
you?
way, I don't.
Yes,
I
you do.
never get
Yeah, you get like the tall ones, the side bitches.
I've only got it
They're
that
side bitches. Wait, tell me in the comments.
not side.
Are they a side bitch?
They're in a meal deal.
No,
It's
but
the main event.
no, it's
the crisps
not.
is the side.
It gave me the ick, and I raised it in convo, right, bravely.
I went for some pasta.
And I was like, Rosie,
Why was it brave?
I've noticed that you really like those pasta salads, and
Right,
then
no,
it
let me
triggered
Let me say
trauma.
why it triggered me. When I used to work at Lidl's, my first proper job, I used to buy myself lunch, and I used to often go for this pasta. It's not even a pasta salad, it's just pasta, right? And then my boss one day came up to me and went, "You like them, don't you?"
You can't even say it.
He was like, "Oh, you really like them, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You always go for them, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And it made me feel really weird because I was like, "Why are you noticing what I eat on my own in the break room? Like, why are you?"
Because it's not okay.
It's been like 20 years since I worked at Lidl's, like longer. And Rose was like, "Oh, you like them, don't you?" And I was like, Why is everyone doing this?
You don't like them, babe. You love them,
Why is
babe.
it on offer?
Babe, you love them.
And then one time we used to have a manager. And he went to go get us a snack when we were at Pride. I was like, "Can you get me some popcorn?" He's like, "You're mad on popcorn, aren't you? Love the stuff. Mad on it. Mad on
People
popcorn."
love
And
to
I'm
tell
like,
you what
why
they
is
like.
everyone being so
you know
weird?
what, though?
I actually can't eat food now. Why are you being so weird about the pasta?
Right,
It's
popcorn
not
doesn't give me the ick, but when it comes to pasta salad, there's something about it that
No,
makes
it's just
me...
pasta. Why do you keep saying
It makes
pasta salad?
me
There's no
uncomfortable.
salad.
Because it says it's a pasta salad.
No, it
You guys
doesn't.
notice that?
It says spicy chicken pasta.
There's something about it I don't like. Alright? I don't like it about you, Rosie, and I'm gonna say it.
Like that
I'm
I
gonna
eat
say it
pasta.
right now.
Your standards are impossible. You don't like that I eat pasta. I don't like that every day you wake up and call the emergency vet and drop 400 on nothing.
Right.
First it was when the dog needed a shit.
That's
Then it was when nothing happened.
Let me tell the story. Let me tell the
And
story.
you don't like that I eat pasta once. Once.
Not once. If it was
Babe,
once, we'd be fine.
I normally get the
It's not
hoisin
once.
duck wraps. So
You
actually,
got that as well as.
yeah, for another day.
Just gonna update everyone. I got up, I can't remember what time, probably like 5 in the morning.
I was
come
up
downstairs. I look at Flynn, he can't walk. The whole of his back legs were wobbling. I was like, he's been hit by a car, he's going to die.
Can I say, she went, "He's been hit by a car." I'm like, yeah, right. I got up before Rose, fed the pets and let them out for a wee. So Flynn went out and literally came back immediately in, right? So Rose was like, "He's been hit by a car." And I was like, "One, he's been out for 1 second. There's no way he's been
Only
hit.
takes 1 second
Two,
to get hit by a car.
there's no blood, no one squished, there's nothing."
Which is why I said I think it's neurological. I think he's had a massive stroke.
But then you said he'd been hit by a car.
I said a lot of things yesterday.
Anyway, she then texted everyone that we know going, "I think we're gonna have to put Flynn down." Literally told everyone. And I was like,
2 people.
I was like, no.
Linda
more.
and Sammy, Mum and
Laura Dix,
Go on.
Hannah and John.
Okay, fine. 6 people. And my
Yeah.
dad, 7 people.
And on the way to
He's
the emergency
looking at me
vet,
now.
he is lean. On the way to the emergency vet, Rose was like, "You need to say your goodbyes to him." And I was like, "I think you're getting a bit ahead of yourself. No one's been told he's gonna be put down." And we went in and they were like, "He's fine.
No,
Nothing's
that's
broken."
not fair. That is not fair.
They were like,
can
"He's
I
got a
just
bit of
say,
muscle
I did
weakness."
not overreact, and I will always take my animals to the emergency vet if I think I have good reason. He most likely fell off a surface
Had
and
a
twisted
muscle
himself.
injury.
And yes, it cost me £400. Yes.
One time when we got Wilma, Rose was like, "She's acting really weird."
She was.
I think we need to take her to the vet.
I thought she had a slip in the
I don't know
tongue.
how much it cost, but went to the
I
emergency
do.
vet on a Sunday. How much did it cost?
£180.
God, that's the inflation between the years. And she just came home and needed a poo.
Yeah, well, we've all needed a poo and wondered if we were dying at the time, haven't we?
You like to rush to the emergency vet?
I don't rush to the emergency vet. Do I? Guys, don't forget that this video is sponsored by Surf. If you didn't already know, VPN swaps your real location of your device to a new one.
Changing your IP address.
Laura's calling me from Singapore.
Is there any TV shows you missed whilst in Singapore?
White Lotus.
White Lotus, you should have used Surfshark VPN. This way you can virtually travel to any country around the globe, which means when Laura Dix is in Singapore,
Yes.
this is White Lotus, you
Yes.
can just use Surfshark VPN to watch it.
Easy.
Something I love about Surfshark is its encryption.
With top grade encryption, all of your data is blurred, so anyone who wants to read it can't read anything. Nothing, not a thing, not a single thing.
Incredible, I need it for my diary.
Surfshark has clean web.
Automatically blocks more than 1 million known malicious websites, phishing methods, and other threats.
So go to surfshark.com/Rose and Rosie and use our code Rose and Rosie at the checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Link in the description box below. I'm going to talk about the fact that all I've done in the last 3 weeks eat your fart every time I've walked into a room. Rosie's got this unbelievable ability, and I don't know if it's on
No, it's actually your
Is it on?
unbelievable
No,
ability.
no, right.
No, it's a compliment.
Blame
No,
toad. You're
it's not
such a
blaming.
blame.
No, listen. She's
Go on, Rosie.
It's actually a superpower.
Sorry, I must not understand
Listen.
that point because I'm not listening.
Yeah, you're
Go on,
not.
I'm not. Go on then.
You're not.
Go on, Rosie. I can't hear you.
Rose has a superpower.
Yeah.
Sometimes I haven't even finished the farts, right? She's like, you farted.
Okay, you farted.
And I'm like, I haven't even got it out. I'll be farting. And she's like, you farted? Who's done it?
Who's done it? The other day, right? The other day.
I've got no
The
smell.
other day, Sicky farted. I went, Sicky, have you done a poo? He went, yeah. I went, where? He went, in my bum. Like mother, like son. Not so long ago, Rosie spent £90 on a colour analysis email for herself for Christmas, right? It consisted
I
of
thought it was
Rosie
£70.
spending £90.
I thought it was 70.
You sent pictures of yourself and your hair to this professional colour analysis woman who literally put together a mood board of different colours your hair could be that might suit you,
Yeah.
right, for 90 quid.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that looks like money well spent, Rosie. The other day, she comes up to me and she goes, I need another colour analysis.
Babe, it's my other colour analysis that I want.
Are you
redone.
alright? Is that pasta salad? It's really stuck in there today, isn't it,
It's
Rosie?
my other colour analysis that I want
What's
redone.
wrong? The other day she was like, oh, I hate my blonde hair. And then she comes up to me and she goes, do you think I should be blonde?
I'm just
I
checking.
can't cope
I'm just checking.
with this honest
It's
whiplash.
part of ADHD.
Is
Just know
it?
that part of ADHD is changing your appearance often.
God, is it? I thought that was just being bisexual.
Sorry, you wish you were bisexual.
I don't actually, Rosie. I can think of a lot of things I'd rather be.
What would you rather be?
Anything but bisexual. Oh my god, I'm so joking. I'm not problematic anymore, I promise. We've got another story to tell, but it's
What?
going to trigger Rosie so much about the dog attack.
Wilma got attacked right before we were going to go to Senny Peas, which was very upsetting because we didn't think we'd be able to drop her in the kennel and go to Senny Peas, and I spent a lot of money on Senny Peas, but luckily we were still able to go to Senny Peas.
She got attacked by a dog off the lead. Wilma was on the lead, the other dog wasn't. It was a big Alsatian, it bit down on her vagina and she squealed.
Yeah.
Ziggy was there, he was covered in blood, he fell to the floor, he started crying. The
very
owners
dramatic.
didn't help at all.
And the owners run a dog boarding business, which board with their evil dog.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so that happened and we were quite traumatised. We
What-
took Wilma to the vet, we took Ziggy with us so he could see her being fixed so that he had
That
no
helped Ziggy,
trauma.
that helped Ziggy,
He
yeah.
had closure, as they call it.
We were like, the dog's poorly, now we go to the vet fixes it, and that was good.
right, so the other day, we're on a walk.
With our baby.
With our baby.
And the lady comes
our
out.
dog. Lady comes out.
And she goes, no, let me do it because I did the other.
Do it, Rosie.
She goes, why did you call the police? Actually, everybody told me to call the police. They
I
were
had
like,
to call
they
the
were like,
police.
she runs a dog boarding business and dog walking business with her dogs. Like, call the police.
Not
What if it
just
had been a
that,
child?
if you don't know the history of the dog, you have a moral obligation, in my view, to call the police in case it had a previous situation where it bit a child, and this was the second time.
The dog
you
bit
have
me.
to
The dog
report
bit
it.
me when I tried to get the dog off
You
my dog.
have to report it. Anyway.
So she went, why did you call the police? And I went, because your dog attacked my dog. And she went, there was no attack. Oh, my piss was boiling.
Can I tell
It was
you-
a Mercury retrograde. It was a Venus
Guys.
retrograde. It was eclipse season, double eclipse season. Astrology was fucked up. I was fucked up. And it was the first day of my period. Don't mess with me on my period, bitch.
I have never seen Rosie go from 0 to
Never
100%,
mind, she's been with me forever.
100% anger so quickly.
No,
where
one
she
time-
was
no.
physically shaking. I thought,
You said it once.
Someone's gonna get hit
She
here.
thought someone was going to get hit.
I was
would
like,
never hit
she's gonna
someone.
swing. She's gonna swing.
No, I wasn't.
She's gonna swing.
No, I was
anyway,
shouting
I was
at her.
there, and she goes,
No. She went, there was no attack. So I went, okay, so why did you pay the vet bill?
If
Why
there was no attack.
Why was there
What
a vet
was
bill?
there to
And why
pay?
was my dog covered in blood? She went, there was no blood. And I went, I've got pictures. And she went, well, where are they then? And I went, on my phone, and I got them up. And she went, whose blood is that? It's like, oh, mine. I cut myself, and then I painted my dog, and then you paid a non-existent vet bill for no reason.
and I
What's
said,
wrong with
and
you?
I said, are you trying to insinuate blood on my dog has come from your dog. And she went, all I can say is that my dog would never be aggressive. I said,
I don't think you do.
I said, is this the same dog that when we first met you, you told us it
gobbled
killed
your
a
rabbit?
rabbit?
No,
And
her
she went,
no, not any. Her pet rabbit.
and then you were angry that Pets at Home wouldn't give you another rabbit. And she went, yeah, it's the same. Why does this stuff happen to us? This always happens to us. Happens to us.
We've been married for 10 years. This year, at the end of the year, it'll be 14 years together. And is I still will, is it annoying you? Or does
You're very
love me?
defensive
Oh, yes.
lately. When you're stressed and you're having therapy of some kind
I'm
and your
stressed.
anxiety is high, you're very defensive, such as the other day, right? I was talking to her and everything was fine. I was just getting Rocky to sleep. And then suddenly Rocky was drifting off and Rosie kept talking and I went, shh, right? That's all that happened. That's all that happened.
It annoyed me.
She comes in, she's like, I didn't really appreciate the way you spoke to me.
I didn't like being shushed. It grated my cheese.
I was like, sorry, Rosie, I wasn't telling you. I didn't like being told off.
Yeah, but she was shouting.
I was like, Rosie,
Ziggy, you need to brush your teeth. And then I speak to her and she goes, shh.
No,
I was like,
not
sorry,
like that.
don't break my
Shh.
cheese.
And then
Don't break my cheese.
You were so angry at me, and I was like, hold on a
Yeah, I
minute.
was kind of-
I was like, I didn't actually do anything. I was like, oh, could you? I was like,
It's been a long day.
You took it so personally.
I
She
did.
takes things very personally.
I do.
Yeah. Very
How am I
personally.
supposed to take them? Not merely.
If my opinion is different to Rosie,
Yeah.
she's offended.
You're wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
When
wrong
you're
and I'm
wrong.
not listening.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes
I'm like,
you
no,
don't.
no. Sometimes I'm allowed to
you
disagree
don't
with
always
you
listen.
without it being an attack on you. That grates my cheese.
Do you know what, Rosie? You have personality flaws, okay? Stop calling the emergency vets every day, okay? And then
You
we'll
said
talk
to
about it.
me, let's make a joint decision where there is no blame. You've come on here, online, and told a different story, and that is hurtful, and I feel betrayed. No,
that was
just
justified.
accept responsibility for the fact that I'm
told
allowed
you
to
it was
disagree with you. Basically, it's got to the point where I actually can't challenge Rosie in any way without her flying off the handle. There was no attack.
Is this YouTube or is this couples therapy?
The other day I came
No.
up to her I was like, right, I'll just mention that I was a bit upset
What
that
was
you
it?
threw out the microwave. And then she was like, I don't like the way you said it. And I was like, she's prodding me in the side to say stop talking because she knows that she's wrong. And I said to her, how else could I have approached you then if I have a different opinion in a way that doesn't feel like an attack?
Just so you know, my
Couldn't
story is
ask
very
me.
different.
No, I'm moving on because you're prodding me in the side, which means that I should
how much you love me, please, because I look like the worst wife in the world.
I love you
and you make
a
me look
lot.
really bad when actually I am. But no, I am. But I'm not all bad.
Just get named something else.
No, cancel me and tell me nice things.
Guys, don't forget to check out Surfshark. Use the link in the description box below. It's surfshark.com/Rose and Rosie and use our code at the checkout. It's Rose and Rosie for an extra 4 months of Surfshark VPN. We will see you when we're divorced. I'm joking. Oh my god, I'm so
God,
joking.
don't leave them like that.
Do you know what? Do you know what time it is?
What is it?
Curry time, babe.
Okay, not pasta salad time then.
You've eaten it all, babe. Bye.